Okay, so here we go. So good afternoon, everyone. Today, I got to open the meeting formally. Relax. Yeah, it's just Bill and me. Okay, so welcome, everyone. Today is Wednesday, August 10, 2022. The time is 1:33 p.m., a special meeting agenda to consider a CDA Lake Advisory Committee grant proposal with Mr. Art Collins. Attending are Commissioners Brooks and Filios, and I imagine we don't have any changes to the agenda. And so what we'll be doing is going over a proposal that was submitted by Mr. Art Collins. And so, Art, I'm going to turn it over to you, and go ahead and describe your proposal. We've both gotten copies of it. That's it. And you don't have to stand, it'll pick you up. You can sit down.
I want to stand.
Oh, that's up to you.
When I make a person, you always stand.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's hard to tap dance when you're sitting down.
Yeah, I know. Go right ahead.
Okay, I want to thank you for the privilege of doing this. You're putting up with me, and I thank you for that. I come here with a grant proposal,
Okay.
not a final, or not an ultimatum, or not say you have to do it this way. It's a proposal. That's very important. This grant proposal is the result of years and years, and months, and hours, and it finally now is in written form. So I've had so much fun with this, it's unreal.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm here due to Chris Filius. You started it all. Because you made a statement in April 3rd of 2020 in the paper, our community will live or die by the health of the lake.
Mm-hmm.
When I read that, I said, I about fell off my chair. Because that's pretty significant. And I even informed you that at that point in time, I was going to start to say what can be done to deal with the cleanup and the protection of the lake. You started it all. And I'm here due to also what showed up on my doorstep today at 9:30 p.m. This is what showed up. The lake is calling. I must go. That's it. The lake is calling. I must go. The proposal. I have met with the staff of the Coeur d'Alene tribe. And this is his business card.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And I met with him on August the 2nd of this year. And as speaking for the tribal council, he's speaking for the tribal council. He said this: the Coeur d'Alene tribe wants to see the lake protected and cleaned up and are willing to work with the Board of County Commissioners to make it happen. The proposal, Coeur d'Alene Lake Watershed Grant, could be a starting point by which the Board of County Commissioners and the tribe can work together to protect and clean up the lake. If the Board of County Commissioners sees the proposal, Coeur d'Alene Lake and Watershed Grant, as a reasonable starting point proposal, then the tribe is willing to meet with the Board of County Commissioners to agree on a proposal to submit before September 15th, 2020, which is the grant deadline as per the Coeur d'Alene Citizen Advisory Committee. That's what he said. You have the written proposal.
Mm-hmm.
I gave it to you beforehand so you could read it, and Bill has it, and Leslie has it also. And I don't have to present it, it's in writing.
Mm-hmm.
So I say, is there any Q&A?
Bill, do you have any questions for Art?
Yeah, how much is it gonna cost the county?
It's in the grant.
Well, I mean, do you have a bottom line total?
It's in the grant.
Well, I guess I missed that part.
No, it's written. It's on page it's not gonna cost the county, it's a grant. The grant is for $1,168,000.
From who?
The state,
Who's the grant from?
the state. The governor has provided 20 million
Okay.
to deal with the lake. So of that, the grant is a proposal for 1,168,000.
Okay, so what Art is thinking is there's the $20 million that the legislature approved, Bill,
It's page 4, Bill.
for the phosphorus reduction around the lake. That was the effort that I was part of last year, but that was only 2 mil. So for fiscal '23, they've actually taken it up to 20 mil. And so what my understanding is, what Art is looking to do is to tap into that for about $1 million and work with the tribe. Now, Art, I want to make sure I don't misstate anything here, and have the county hire 2, I'm going to call them specialists, and Art describes them here. One is a riparian. Art, why don't you jump in here?
Riparian ecologist.
A riparian ecologist, right? And then an administrative assistant for that individual. And these people, okay, how do you see their role, Art? Go ahead.
It's in writing. I'll tell you what they're doing, because the descriptions of the task is what they're gonna do. So I wrote that out. I have to make Chris, I don't wanna create an argument, I have to make a correction. I am not gonna submit the grant. I won't do that. That's not my role. The grant is the board, the tribe, council, and the board. I ain't gonna, I wrote this up as a citizen.
Sure, okay.
But I'm not gonna submit it, and I'm not, at this point in time, I'm not even gonna get involved, because it's, the leadership of this thing is not Art Collins. No, I don't wanna be the leadership. I have nothing to do with the leadership. It has to be, and it has, the reason, the justification for the leadership is on page 3.
Go ahead.
The justification for the leadership, page 3. The Lord
Well, okay.
and the law.
Okay.
That,
So-
I'm saying, okay, that's it. And that's the justification of leadership.
Okay, so let me try to.
But it's, but me, at that point in time, if I can be helpful, I just step back,
Okay.
completely step back.
So what we have going on that might tie into this is, this Friday at 1 o'clock, we're meeting with, or we're going to have a presentation from Jamie Sturgis from the Natural Resource Council. Okay? Jamie Sturgis. He is he's a scientist. He's on the Natural Resources Council.
I'm trying to understand the Natural Resource Council, I don't know.
Stop. Because this has to mesh, and if it doesn't mesh, it's not going to work. He is presenting to us because he's looking for some money from the county to basically undertake certain research, but I think it has to do more with the heavy metals. I don't think it's really tying into CLAC, because CLAC is confined to phosphorus reduction. So he's going to make a presentation to us on Friday at 1 o'clock to see if the county is willing to put up some funds for addressing the heavy metal situation. So it's something different.
Is that an open public meeting?
Yeah, absolutely. And so it's 1 o'clock. Friday at 1. So what's going to happen is, when we deal with these matters, with anything to do with natural resources, the lake, or anything related thereto, we typically take our direction from the Natural Resource Council. So I want to see, and I think we want to see, what Jamie comes up with, and then see if that in any way can tie in, or this can tie into that. Now, what you're doing is, the tribe has not come to me at this point. Now, I see what you have here, but I don't have anything from the tribe.
This is it. You
Not-
have it. I read it to you.
I know you read it to me,
I'm not gonna give it to you because it's cause said, I don't wanna hand
right,
this out.
but he has to, okay, but the deal is this. What you're referring to here means we have to hire people, So we got to get the funding. We got to hire the people. We have to work for someone.
A correction.
Go ahead.
The grant proposal says you hire and the tribe hire together. You do it together.
Okay.
No, you don't hire. The tribe, you do it together as the protector. Both of you are involved in the hiring.
Okay.
Not one. Two.
I understand that. But I want to see what Jamie presents on Friday.
Okay.
To see how this can all tie in together.
Okay.
Because maybe what he's doing and the funding that we would potentially provide, I don't know how much, I have no idea, okay, may work, and then maybe we can tie the tribe in along with that.
Well, this is a proposal.
I understand that.
It's a grant. You're not gonna cost you anything. You're gonna get $1 million. You're proposing
It's
to
not
get
that
$1 million.
simple.
No, I'm just saying, if the two of you see this as a reasonable start, this is the tribe. Then you submit it by September 15th, and if you don't get it, you don't get it. But if you get it, you get $1 million, 168. But you can change it. Maybe you don't want that much money. I don't know. It's a proposal. It's a starting point.
Okay, let's see what happens on Friday.
Well, you're fantastic. I'm glad you mentioned that to me because I'll be here.
Yeah. So let's see what Jamie presents, because he's looking for money, and so let's see how we can work that along with the tribe. Now, remember, I have not been approached by the tribe. So if you say this is, let me make this clear to you. As a result of this meeting, I'm not going to the tribe. If the tribe comes to me, I'll take it up. But not good enough for me. The
I
tribe,
can't, this is all I could do.
no, that's
They have
okay.
approached you.
I understand that. But they have to approach me and say, this is what was presented, we want to take this up with you. And then we can do it collaboratively and see if we can apply for the funding. If it even works, because what CLAC has been charged to do is identify specific projects that are relatively ready, that can be launched in a short period of time to result in this phosphorus reduction. So they tend to be technical proposals. This may work. But let's wait to see what happens on Friday.
Yeah, the proposals in there are shovel ready.
Well, you have to hire the people.
Well, yeah, someone's got to do it. You're
Right.
not going to do it. You're not going to get out the shovel. No.
But who are they going to work for in the proposal? What's your thought?
They work for the tribe and they work for you together.
Let me ask you this.
You're together. See, I'm proposing, I know there's a difference, but the grant proposal, the lake has calling me and I must go. That's it. Okay, but I'm saying is, to help you understand, is the proposal is two together. You actually unite together and become the protector of the lake. You're the local leadership. You are it, period.
But that's already happening.
It's not, no, wait a minute, it has and has not happened. I just talked to Cause, and Cause says it hasn't really come together.
Yes, because what happened is we had the lake management.
Okay, then I'm just,
Yeah,
it
and
is,
the
but
tribe
you have
dropped
not
out.
come together. Yeah.
I understand where you're going with this. The tribe has been assembling data throughout the years, right?
25 years at least.
Okay, and they're convinced that the lake, I don't want to say this wrong, that the lake is threatened. Can I use that term?
Dying.
No, I wouldn't say that, but okay, they're concerned. That data already exists. Okay, so that data now is in possession of the NAS, National, help me out. National
data
Academy of
is
Sciences
in
has
the
that
grant.
information.
We say we have a crisis. I've
Right,
written it
and
down.
they're doing
It's
it
in writing.
Right.
Okay.
So let's see what happens on Friday. My concern is that this tie in with what's already going on. I don't want to go out and reinvent the wheel and start a process that may already be ongoing and the data's already been gathered. You see where I'm coming from? I think what you're trying to do is say, who's going to take ownership of this? And that's valid. Right,
Yeah, together.
right.
It has to be this way, not this way.
I get that.
Okay, it's an
And I-
analogy, that's all.
And I think that's where
But
we're
it's a
headed.
starting point. I don't even know if it's gonna work. I don't know.
Well, I think it's already started with CLAC. That's the whole point, because now you've got state involvement. Well, let's see what happens on Friday. Let's see what Jamie's going to propose, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, well,
Because he's looking for funding.
do you want, I just asked the question, and I don't know.
No.
Do you want Jamie to get a copy of this? Have a copy of this before Friday? I mean, I can give
Yeah,
it
go
to him.
ahead. Yeah.
I gotta know where he's at and how to get it to him. I don't even know where he's at. I
Do you
don't
have
even know where the natural resource people are.
Are you on email?
I don't do email. I'm gonna hand it to him with his hot little
Okay,
hand.
never mind. I'll take care of it.
I can send it all to him. Whatever he gave you, I can send it.
Well, just so he gets in his hot little hand
Okay, so
before
you
Friday.
need this-
It has
yeah,
to be
okay.
before
All right, we'll
Friday,
get-
though.
We'll get it to Jamie.
Okay, well then, I appreciate you doing
Yeah,
it,
we'll
because
get
I
it
don't
to
know
Jamie.
where he's at, and I've never met, I maybe have met Gemini, and I don't even know, I don't understand the Natural
Yeah.
Resource Council. I don't even, this is, I don't know.
Yeah, it's an advisory board to the Board of County Commissioners, just like we have advisory boards. Doug heads up Parks and Waterways.
Oh,
we
yeah,
have one for the airport.
I know that, yeah.
So that we can get informed opinions and make decisions.
Oh, that's great, yeah, but I just know nothing of them.
Okay, you will on Friday.
That's fine,
Okay, that takes care of it.
okay.
All right.
Any other Q&A?
I don't have any. Doug, do you have any questions?
No, sir, thank you.
Okay, my final statement is, as I live to be 100, I would not like to see Coeur d'Alene Lake flip and become pea green. And if you want to see the process of flipping, you already have one, and that's Lake Fernand. Go look at it.
Oh, I have many times.
Okay, well, I'm just saying is, that's, if I live to be 100, and I'm 83 right now, and I'm probably not gonna move, okay, I would not, this would be a big disappointment. Do I use the lake a lot? No, but I'm saying,
I understand.
that's where I'm at. There is portions of the lake that is already flipped. Grasso Bay is one of them, and if you talk to the tribe, they'll, on the southern part of the lake there, they'll expand that for you, how it started already flipping. That's a crisis.
Wow.
And there is a place in the northern part of the lake that is a hole where there is no living matter. There's no fish, there's nothing. It's just a blank damn hole. It's a hole. And it's there right now. It's a hole.
Understood.
To me, this is a crisis.
That's all right.
But this is also why the NAS is involved. Because
the-
the tribe got to a point where they threw up their arms in despair and said, you know, we're not getting anywhere here, and the governor got involved in the NAS.
Yeah, they threw up their hands with the lake management plan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Do we have any public comment? Hearing none. 151, meeting adjourned. Thank you, Art. I'll see you on